So Zohar comes from a city in the Bible, which means the small city. Has to do with the story of Lot. There's a connection between Torah and tarot. It's also a play on words, and also has to do with the arrow. Remember, the T is the feminine suffix. All right. So we talk about complicity and stupidity, right? They say you don't know shit, right? That has to do with knowing shit. In order for you to be smart, you have to know the bullshit. Speaking of the bullshit, let's get back to the Torah. Excuse me, the tarot. Hecate, symbols are used as, the symbols associated with her are the dog, the snake, and the horse. What they mean here is the dog means instinct. The snake means cunning and knowledge. What they say is wisdom, right? A sick coward's version of wisdom. And then the horse means willingness to be used and feel empowered, what they call willpower. Okay. We look at figure, right? Figure it out, right? It's also a play on words for fog, or F-A-G, your E. Okay. The hanged man is the mystic, the one who sees from another perspective. He also symbolizes spiritual sacrifice. Now, this is a play on ideas, right? Basically, you're going to be hanged in reality. Your body's going to be killed, or you're going to change your perspective, is what they're really getting at. Okay, that's why in the picture he's hung upside down with a candle on his head, right? It goes back to the fire-breathing dragon, Prometheus, stealing the fire, right? The flames and the hearts and the minds and the bellies of men, okay? So change your perspective to some kind of Hades bitch shit, or you will be destroyed. And this is also why I have a picture, and I probably can't post it, of these two black guys with their penises showing. They're hung. They're both tall, and they're basically killed because of their tall perspective and their perspectives on their conceptions of manhood, if you read between the lines. And you have a female there that looks like a white Jew who looks disturbed, and basically it's safe to say there's parallels to Hecate, if not Hecate was who she's worshiping. Anyway, Hecate's gateway. The moon is central here. The towers symbolize the threshold between your comfort zone and your potential. Okay, this is their explanation. The crayfish is the symbol of the soul. And that goes back to the idea of crazy. Ghetto wordplay usually is very significant here. A lot of it comes from kind of poor white kind of occultists in the South. Okay, and that goes back to being crazy, being cray-cray, right? The crayfish, right? They want you to have a crazy mind state and be an empty vessel, and that's what they call the soul, versus the catfish, which was the symbol of Narver, which is a symbol of aggressiveness, and so on. It goes back to the Ka, and the Ka or cat of Heliopolis. Okay. And of course, Horus is the great fisherman to bring people to his point of view, which is the cat and the hawk and so on, and the falcon and so on. All right. So in this symbol, to survive the dog and the wolf, which basically symbolizes surviving a near-death experience, and also surviving rape. Okay, the dog, he humps everything. So there's a lot of dogs in society, and they're dogging you. They're taking advantage of you. So in the secret society system, basically you have sexual immorality, and you have the higher, the first degree in initiation, where they go through the motions of being killed. Okay, so you survive the wolf. It goes back to the Bible, wolf in sheep's clothes, right? Hiram a biff, whatever bitch they're using, having some sniveling dogs betray them and go through the motion of killing them because they don't want to reveal the secrets. And the secret society is also play on words, and also proves the point of the wordplay, right? Seek the writing. Okay. Also secrete, secret service, right? These whores. Basically, people in secret societies are the most abominable whores in society, the most despicable. They are educated idiots that service completes beta male trash. And I tell you, the fact that God does not allow for me to crush every one of their skulls and kill them in a very violent manner does not look good for them, because certainly it's coming. Okay, it's coming in the afterlife. they are going to be destroyed in a way that is not going to be comfortable, and only an idiot would choose that path. I have no doubt about that. Anyway, so this goes back to the gender-neutral perspective. Pores, pick, I, vi. Okay. I'm not going to waste my time with that. It goes back to the Baphomet, right? It goes back to perspective, is pecs, right? Perspective, okay? And that goes back, pers, there's a lot of parallels you can draw there. Baphomet, ba, fo, met, e. Time of Obi, e of Obi. Basically, Osiris democratizing the power, okay? It goes back to somebody. Be somebody, right? The sum of your body, it's a combination of things. Just like I go back when I say martial arts, right? It's not just being strong. It's not just being tall or this, and this. It's a combination of things that makes the top martial artist. Okay. Transferable skills, communicable skills, translatable, convertible, universal. It goes back to obstruction, right? Obi, strike, in, right? It goes back to the spirit of the strike, the spirit, right? The spirit that's in the strike, which also has, on the highest level, being the pharaoh, has to do with the body structure. It plays a role in that. Okay. Success, suck ease, right? Sick ease, right? If you're successful, you're sucking them off like a stupid, dumb bitch. Yes, all those corporate whores you see are basically whoring themselves. It's stupid not to see it that way. Even growing up, way before exploring the occult, people would often say, it's obvious why she got the job, right? She used her pussy power. She's a whore. She's a slut. And there's a bunch of dumb little high school and junior high school bitches who are dressing like sluts, aspiring to be some successful slut. It's an abomination. It's pathetic. It goes back to what I said in the other video. If that was my daughter, I would kill her. Okay, I would not allow my daughter to offend the most righteous of my ancestors, the Creator, and and morality in general, and to contribute to this abominable society. I would fucking kill her. I would crush her skull. I would slice her throat. It's even called having a crush on somebody for more than one reason. You're crushing your soul, and the righteous person should crush your fucking skull for this despicable, erotic, kind of bitch-made Western conceptions of love, kind of horror activity. They should be destroyed, and it does not look good for them. Okay, whenever you delay justice, okay, it is worsened in reality. Okay. Not in the system, because that's not justice, that's injustice, right? That's in this world, that's of this world. But when you delay divine justice, it is worse for you, okay? There is no being a coward and benefiting. There is no defying the Creator and benefiting, okay? God is a just, Ra is a just Creator, and people pay for their defiance. That's how it's designed. I'd venture to say that Ra doesn't necessarily have to oversee this process. It is simply designed that way. People like me are in a very powerful spiritual state. And if there's anything left of the soul, it will be taken. Okay? Now, I do not truly know what form this vengeance takes place. Maybe it is seen that simply the loss of the soul is enough. To me, that does not make sense. And the more logical assumption is that they will be made to pay. So there's nothing they can do to me that is going to be anywhere near what I'm going to do to them. It just makes it worse. And you look back at it, when they play God, that's their idea, right? You insult them, they're like, fucking torture him more. Right? When you do things against them, they want to make it worse for you. And ultimately what they're doing is making it worse for themselves. I am Pharaoh. Okay? Anybody who's in a position of power in this generation is in a really unfortunate position. They have defied me while I'm here. There is no hope for them. They will suffer. No magic spell is going to save them. No science is going to save them. No amount of pleading is going to save them. They are going to suffer. And I would hate to be the most attractive women as well because of their part in this. They may as well all be the president. Every attractive woman may as well be the president times 10. They are going to suffer in the afterlife in ways that words cannot describe.
Meantime,
In case you missed it before, let me make it clear to you teasing little bitches, you mocking, sniveling pussies with your sarcastic smiles. Yes, you are beneath me. Yes, I am from superior stock. Yes, I am genetically superior. No, a bunch of beta male peasants changing the scale that people commonly use does not change that. Yes, I am the top martial artist. Yes, you may as well be wearing a thong. And if you think that you are better than I am, you may as well wear another dirty poop-stained thong on your fucking head. You are a bitch. I am the top martial artist, and nobody I've ever dated or anyone who's ever snobbed me is anywhere near above me. And no, I'm not just saying this because it's fucking annoying for some beta male pussies to snob you. Thank you. Now that I said that, the most caring and sensitive, respectable person I've ever dated was a disabled female. And I think society has a lot of things backwards completely. And I'm not like this cocky person, you know, I'm not that snob, the type of snobs that have snobbed me my whole life. I'd rather, I'm the guy who set the record straight. Okay, set backwards is tease, and that is part of what they do. They tease you in various ways. They tease you by sexually arousing you. They tease you by mocking you. They kind of laugh. They kind of subtly do it. So, you know, what did you do today or whatever, right? They'll find ways to work in the social norms into the conversation in a way that makes you feel insufficient and inadequate. Okay, this is the type of activities we see commonly, and this is part of the reason why I lashed out against social norms. These social norms are evil. They're immoral. They're degrading you. They're taken away from your flow and your value. They're taken away from your ability to achieve the true divine state of being. There is no way around it, right? If you disassociate, if you meditate in a way that doesn't allow you to live in reality, okay, you have run away from the spirit, just as if you were reacting in a very angry manner. You have to insist on the true spirit, and it inevitably puts you at odds with the environment. This kind of warrior state of mind is not taken well by society. If you're in the military or law enforcement or something like that, in your uniform, they probably will, it's taken, it's received in a lot more comfortable manner. But if you walk around like you're a great martial artist who's uncontrolled opposition, it's not received well. People don't know how to respond to that. It gets uncomfortable, and there's people plotting to get you out of the environment. That's a fact.